recent antecedents, about April, specifically April 16, 2016, one publication online, Blank News Online, specifically through indictment on the local government pension service of racketeering among the officers of the Bureau on making collectibles from pension earners prior to processing their benefits. And in the recent weeks, in a matter of few days now, there have been much of that addressed towards the state pension scheme. However, these things happen and we hear a lot about this. Has that in any way filtered into your mind? Are there policies you put in place to check the excesses of such?
Well, thank you for that inquiry. First, like I said before, the local government stands on its own. So I will render an explanation as much as it relates to the State Pension Bureau. In any human organization, particularly where people are under pressure, it is expected that there will be speculation. We also expect that when people are unable to get information, they try to make up the gap by listening or accepting rumors, hearsay, and all of that. Again, we have heard people describe civil servants, public officers in so many demonic names, as if to say they are not people aspiring to become a part of the pension scheme. I'm sure that anybody who believes in God believes that what you do to others, that is what will happen to you. What goes around comes around. If you're expected to manage the funds of individuals who are no longer working, you're expected to assist them to ensure that they get paid as when due. And it so happens that unfortunately, that payment does not come. And these individuals are persons who have left service for 1, 2, 3 years. They have not earned anything. Their only hope is to get that payment. And yet, people indulge or engage in racketeering, trying to extort money from such individuals. I think it's demonic. That is devilish. I will not deny that the State Pension Bureau is a collection of saints, because none of us is a saint until we die before we know that we become saints. However, I think that we are doing our best to ensure that we have a clean system where people are attended to as when due. When I came in, there were a number of issues, including allegation of people collecting money to facilitate payment. I tried doing some discreet inquiry, investigation, even trying to use people from outside to try to authenticate the allegation, yet I found nothing to hang on to. The idea was, if I could identify an officer or any group of officers, either within this department or elsewhere, we will, as a body, take them to show as an example what we can do in cases of indiscipline in our office. Unfortunately, I found none. Again, that didn't end the rumor or the speculation or the allegation. It continued. So I sat together with the management of the Bureau, and we agreed that we needed to do something to clean up our pension data. Therefore, the principle that was already in existence before I came, we tried to make it concrete by printing what we consider to be as a Bible on the data of pensioners. Our principle of first come, first service. The day you submit your completed pension documents as prepared by your department to this office, we'll record it as your date of entry. And we start to calculate when it will become due from that particular period. But what we have seen is that some persons may retire in 2012, 2013, 2015, maybe because they are still very buoyant. Rather than complete their pension documents and submit to the bureau, they will contract it out to individuals in their former places of work, or just go on vacation in or outside the country and may not come back until 2-3 years later, maybe when they hear that their colleagues are being paid. And when they come, the first thing they scream is, why haven't I been paid when my colleagues have been paid? I retired in 2012, we won't tell you when he submitted his pension paper. So what we have done is to ensure that we check through our records and build up that data, showing when every pensioner that is in our database submitted his or her paper. So we have a register. That is what I have here. If you claim to have retired in a year and you have completed your documents, if we check through this list using your date of submission, we'll find your name here. And for now, we have decided to adopt this as our Bible in dealing with payment of pensioners as we get monthly releases. One would have expected I would do with it, we deal with it 100%. If we take from number 1 to number 20 or 30 or 40, wherever our fund ends, we stop the next month, we'll continue from where we stopped. Yes, that is what we want to do, but you find that in every human situation, there are cases that you must consider with compassion. Here we have cases of individuals who are on their deathbed. Sorry for using that word. People with terminal diseases, even when they are not due for payment. If we have record indicating that they have such critical health cases, we have decided that we'll use between 5 to 10% of whatever we receive to attend to such cases. Otherwise, our principle is first come, first served. We try as much as possible not to deviate from that policy. And I think so far, it is working for us. Last week, or early this week, a couple of days ago, my attention was called to a post on Facebook. An allegation that we collect money to facilitate payment, and that there are cases of people who retired 2017, 2018 that have been paid from the bureau. And I challenged the author of that post to present an evidence. If he has one, then we'll show him how we deal with such cases. I even went as far as providing my telephone contact for him. If he does not want to do it online, he can do it personally, privately, that will deal with it. I'm not denying that there may not be anyone. After all, Jesus Christ, even as supreme and excellent as he was, for spiritual reasons or whatever, had a Judas in his cabinet. So it could be correct, but I need information. I need assistance from those who say they have that information to help us fish out such evil elements so we can deal with it properly. But I can say with a good sense of responsibility that so far we have been trying our best to ensure that we deal with our pensioners and try not to get people to influence us to do what we ought not to do.